Estate Sale Adventures, number 181, Aliquippa. Best known for being a steel mill town in Beaver County and being arbitrarily named after an indigenous Seneca queen, Aliquippa is a bit further than I normally travel, but A&A made it worth the hike. These company-built homes are a dime a dozen out here, but from my experience, they're frequently filled to the brim with interesting finds. Well, there's a lot to look at, so let's get to it. Some standouts included this orange juice glass set, which I regret not grabbing, all the supplies you'll need to create your very own bee colony, a smattering of JFK memorabilia, including this oversized coin, and more than a few beanbag ashtrays. But the biggest collection of all was the vintage liquor and cologne bottles. At first glance, they all seem to blend together, but there is a lot to unpack here. So collectibles of this type were purchased in large quantities throughout the 60s, 70s, and 80s. Made popular by Avon and copied by countless other companies, you see these bottles at sales all the time, but never in this quantity. Unfortunately for the collectors, they never gained much value over the years, at least not yet, and I think my favorite one was this moose. But wait, there was more. A plethora of hunting gear, a few decades worth of yearbooks from IUP, some fairly interesting vinyls, a preserved tree fungus, a bumper pool table, and this hideous but beautiful brass ship. And I lost my mind when I saw this, one of my favorite lithographs, Spring Song by Simon Glucklich. It depicts a young blind girl sitting on a bench listening to a robin in a birch tree. My grandparents had the same piece in their dining room. I should also mention this metal Fire Chief pedal car, which was in need of some TLC, but was in otherwise pretty good shape. The lady next to me was feeling very nostalgic about this. And yes, I had to test the belt. My only significant purchase was this vintage bag of hand-blown marbles from Canada. I thought they were beautiful. I think A&A performed a miracle staging those perfume bottles, so hats off to them. Be sure to check out PGH estate sales for this coming weekend, and thanks so much for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe, and find me on Etsy.